whatever the scenario is, for a fact, Sadiq changes everything, bruh. Period. Quickly and swiftly, straight up. Here we go. But I understand what you're saying, Norse, about the trenches and all that. But like I say, 9 picks, 8 after that. They may gain 2 more, compository or something of that nature. It don't matter. You should still be able to build your trenches then and still get a cornerback, safety, whatever, early. But let me repeat it again. I must reiterate it again. I would not be mad if they drafted Caden Proctor either. Oh yeah, for real. I would not be mad at all. For me at this point, it's either one, whichever direction they want to go. But if they do draft Proctor right, I just ask them to let him really compete with O'Neal, really let him push O'Neal and may the best man win, for real, because he might be really like that. Might be able to come in and start right away. Question is, will KOC let that happen if it needs to happen? Yeah, if they were to draft Proctor and he came in and beat out O'Neal clearly, period. I don't care if it's close or by a landslide. If he wins the battle and should be the starter, and if KOC lets him be the starter, that will be the main question, dog. Because you know how KOC get down in the boogie downtown for real. You know? By right CB, I mean Mansour Delane. Shout out Norse in the building. It's a lot of corners out there, Norse, right? A lot of corners, man. No doubt. For real. No doubt, bro. Straight up. It's a lot of cornerbacks in this damn draft. This is a deep draft for corners. So we talking Mansour Delane, old boy from Tennessee. Who else we got? We got so many. South Carolina, Cisse or whatever his name is. Breeze, y'all know number 15. I don't want to fuck his name up and all that, Holmes. But y'all know who I'm talking about, bro. So it's a lot of solid corners in this draft, just like it's a lot of solid safeties in this draft, man. So whichever direction you want to go in, but do you really want to pass up on a Kenyon Sadiq? But then you ask the same question: do you want to really pass up on a Caden Proctor? You understand? So it's hey, for the Vikings, it's a good problem to have, if you ask me, especially if they're both there at 18. But I don't know if they will both be there at 18. Like some of these dumbass mocks talking about Caden Proctor gonna make it to the second round. What? Take the what and leave the what? Are you tripping? Are you crazy, baby? Are you delusional? Are you high as a kite? What up? Are you just straight tripping? You know what I'm saying? Period. Caden Proctor ain't getting out the damn first round. You know it. Shit, you know it. Come on now. Stop the cap, man. For real. Tech in the building. My dog Tech in the building. What up, man? SKOL vibes. Here we go. Personally, I like to get no. Here we go with Tech, man. There Tech go, bro. You don't want them problems, Tech. You don't want that issue, Tech. You're yeah, man. You don't want to get your issue, man. You're no cap, bro. I put you on your head top, Tech, and make your damn head drop. You hear me, dog? I put you on your neck, my boy. Heavy. SKOL vibes. Here we go. The biggest, believe that. Here we go, Holmes. Shout out Tech in the building, though, man. No cap. Personally, I like to get in the weight room and bench press EJ. You know that's a lie, boy. That boy Tech wild, man. No cap. You know that won't happen, no Tech for real. Here we go. Broski Bear in the building. What up, big dog? What says we're giving up more than re-signing Aaron Jones' old ass? That boy Broski in the building. What up, man? Here we go. Here we go. Sadiq can fill a Brock Bowers role. His jet sweeps are eye opening. Looks like AP. He can do it all. McConkey, great point, but he can do more than that. Anything you need him to do, he can damn near do for real. That's my point of it all. He can damn near do anything you need him to do. Jet sweep, block, line up at a halfback position, line up at the receiver position, tight end 1, 2, whatever. H back, all that. Is there certain things he can improve on? Yeah. That's every player in the damn land. But his upside is crazy. Potential, crazy work. Different type breed, different type caliber player. You don't see these guys every day type shit. Understand? Period, Holmes. Heavy. Once every 10-year, maybe player right there. Understand? Real dog on the field, man. No cap. Dell in the building. My dog Dell in the building. What up, Holmes? Justin ran a 4.41. See there? There you go. My point exactly. He's running faster than many receivers in the league. Holmes, I repeat, many receivers in the damn league. He can run past them or run with them. Huh? But not only that, he's bigger than them all. Period. You can't coach size and you can't coach speed. Early. Here we go. Let's get it, man. Yeah. Score VIKES. You believe KOC could use Sadiq properly? Hell yeah, if he puts his mind to it, if he gets out of his damn ego, Norse. That's the major thing with KOC. Because he shown us last year, last 5 games, 6 games, he could change up, he could switch up, he could cater to his quarterback. He know what the hell going on. Yeah, KOC know what the hell going on around that bitch. So hell yeah, he can use him properly. Shit. Any coach in the land should be able to use a Kenyon Sadiq properly and all that early. You hear me? No cap, straight up. Any coach in the damn land, offensive coordinator, hell, defensive coordinator, head coach, boom. If you can't utilize Sadiq properly, what? Take the what and leave the what? Huh? Shit. Let me coach Sadiq. You hear me? Early. Come on, man. No doubt. Any coach in the fucking world would love to get their hands on him. Have him in their scheme, in their playbook, all that. You know what you're getting when you're getting a Sadiq. You're getting a motherfucking game changer off the rip, off the back. You hear me? Heavy. Shout out 4 extra off the back. Like that, bro. Early. You know, but Kenyon Sadiq, you getting a game changer immediately. Shit, so much he can do. What? You better utilize him properly, KOC. You damn well better utilize him properly, Holmes. Heavy. The hell you talking about? What? Get your ass fired right now. Come on now, man. Yeah. I would think that he doesn't run enough to utilize the tight end position to its fullest potential. Hell, run or not, pass heavy or not. Now we know KOC need to run the ball, but pass heavy or not, shit, you utilize him anywhere. Period. Your offense should reach its full potential with him anywhere. Pass heavy, run heavy, whatever. He should eat in any situation. If Hawkinson can eat, his big soft punk ass, if he can eat, oh, this boy can eat in any situation early. Now we know KOC need to change some shit up, run the ball, etc. But I'm saying any playbook, West Coast offense, whatever, shotgun, boom. Kenyon Sadiq going to eat. You know? Period. You a coach, you put him in the best position to win, he going to win. Period. Now, if you fuck it up as a coach, that's on you. And we've seen KLC fuck it up already. But the question is, will he continue to fuck it up or will he change his ways? Right? Does he really want to change at all? Or is he too stuck in his ego like all of humanity? Period. That's the major question. Once again, I repeat, does KOC really want to change his ways? Or is he stuck in his ego like all of humanity damn near? Period, dog. Straight up. So that's the main question for KOC. So holla at me, talk to me about KOC. Training camp, maybe second week, third week in of training camp. And then we'll see what's up with KOC for real, Holmes, early. I don't even care if they have a good draft. Of course, you want them to have a good fucking draft, but KOC got to prove it. This a prove it year for him. You know, he do a lot of talking. He been doing a lot of talking, period. A lot of lying as well, throwing people under the bus as well and all that. You know, lying on his quarterback and all that. Heavy. Switching up the game, being wishy-washy, period. Real snake-like, real fake-like, huh? Period, dog. No cap. You hear me? Early. Real suspect like. You hear me? Early. Huh? Here we go. You take playmakers, especially with his ceiling. Floor is already high enough for pick 18. There you go, McConkey. McConkey know what the hell going on around here for real. You know what I'm saying? What you said, you take playmakers. Heavy, bro. Period. You know? This is a draft where this draft is so deep at positions of need for the Vikings, right? They can afford to take a risk or take a pick at 18 on KENYON SADIQ. With 8 more picks left, you maybe acquire more before the draft, during the draft, whatever. Boom. Trades may happen as well. But they can afford to draft a Sadiq at 18. You know? And still continue to build your roster up and make the right maneuvers the rest of the way. But you got to really think about what you're getting with him. Shit, bro. If he goes to the right team and they use him right, damn. Shit, bro. All you can say is what? The Vikings missed out again. I mean, shit, last year, Emmanuel Worry was right there. I wanted Emmanuel Worry. I know Dell wanted Emmanuel Worry. You hear me? A few people wanted Emmanuel Worry, dog. No cap. What the Vikings do? Heavy. Went the other way. You hear me? Early. You got Donovan Jackson. Cool. But Emmanuel Worry's a different animal. And you got to take into consideration coaching, Seattle putting him in the right position to win. You know, Wood Flores and his coaching staff have done the same thing with Emmanuel Worry in Minnesota. I believe so. Period. But shout out, big kudos, big props to Mike McDonald. Really did his job very well, from building his roster to developing his roster to building Sam Darnold to putting Sam Darnold in the best situations. Clint Kubiak doing his job very well, full team effort. You know? Yeah, man. No cap. But certain, even Kyle Hamilton. I wanted Kyle Hamilton real bad. Talked about it the whole year. You know what they do? What the hell they do? They want to talk to me about a Lewis scene. What the fuck is a Lewis scene, dog? When you could have had a Kyle Hamilton. You hear me? Early. And then this whole Harrison Smith, Metellus being too slow, weighing too much. Harrison Smith losing 2 steps. This whole problem would have been solved. Right? Boom. Your safety problem would have been solved, period. But now you still got Harrison Smith in the building. You still got Josh Metellus at safety. Put his big ass at linebacker, bro. Period. You don't want to lose weight, get right. Work on his footwork and become a better pass defender. Get his big ass at linebacker and keep him now. Enough of him getting beat on third downs, third down and longs, second and short, second and 5 plus. Tired of it, bro. Period. Seen it enough. That's been his biggest flaw. Lack of coverage skills all day, all night, every damn game. And don't let him be going up against a phenomenal tight end, huh? Shit. You see how many tight ends ate him up this year? Yeah. Ate his ass up this year, Holmes. Heavy. When does he stop being a liability in the pass game defense? Don't nobody want to talk about that though, for real. Yeah, I peep game as well. I peep game as well. Josh Metellus been getting a slide for about 3 years now. 3 years now. Josh Metellus been getting pass after pass. Yeah, evade and blame for real. But Josh Metellus has a coverage issue. Yeah, come on now, no cap. Sadiq reminds me of Shannon Sharp, a little undersized but shredded and willing to block. And he may need to improve in pass blocking as well, run blocking as well. But hey, that's part of development. That's part of the process for real. Shannon played at 230. Sadiq is 241 and running a 4.39 at that. You know? Nor say, sorry, EJ, you know how I feel about KFCs. He wildin', man. Comio Fornia fried chicken. That boy wild, ain't he? I'll eat that crew on Nick Emanuel. Come on, bro. He said I'll eat that crew. He's a fucking dog, a real dog, no cap. I think Emmanuel McNeil Warren is another Emmanuel Warry. He's a guy I like too at 18. He won't last long. Yeah, brother. His film is crazy as well. For real. He flashes for real, dog. I like McNeil Warren as well. For real. But yeah, you're absolutely correct, McConkey. It's even talks of the Vikings drafted him at number 18. High upside, talent. Now some may question the level of competition he faced every year, but shit, bro. Some players you just know is the business. Understand? Some players you just know are the real deal. For sure. Let's get back to it, man. What we at here? Sadiq would surely be an intriguing weapon in an already loaded Vikings offensive arsenal. Minnesota has path to trade up in first round. Bleacher Report shared some interesting words from Albert Breer on Monday morning, quarterback. Breer reported Monday that the Arizona Cardinals, Tennessee Titans, New York Giants, Cleveland Browns, and Washington Commanders are all exploring deals to move down. The problem for those five is finding teams to move up, he wrote. With that, it's now clear that the Vikings have a path to jump in the draft should they want to. Names like Mansour Delane, Jamard McCoy, or Caleb Downs could tempt the Vikings to jump up a handful of spots. Interesting, very interesting. No cap. Bleacher Report added some insight into why teams might not want to move up in this year's draft. For the most part, teams simply aren't all that insensitivized to trade up this year. General managers often leapfrog the competition in order to get a quarterback they like. The dearth of good QBs in the 2026 class removes that as a consideration. Alabama's Ty Simpson is the second best passer on the Bleacher Report big board, but ranks 28th overall. LSU's Garrett Nussmeier is QB3 and is all the way down at 65th. Then you have prospects such as Ohio State safety Caleb Downs, OSU linebacker Sonny Styles, and Notre Dame running back Jeremiah Love, who are very good but don't play premium positions. Does it make sense to give up valuable draft capital for a running back? Hell no. Even one as dynamic as Love. And real talk, should I take Claiborne over Love heavy? Uh-huh, for sure. Talking factual actuals, you hear me? I'm taking Damon Claiborne over Jeremiah Love. I guarantee he will have the better career off the rip. I repeat it again. You heard it here first. I believe Damon Claiborne will have a better career than Jeremiah Love out of Notre Dame. No doubt. Here we go. Let's get to the draft. Hey, I'm with it, Norse. I'm with it, Norse. For real. I can't wait, man. Big draft here. You know? Mm, you know? See what's up, though. Businesses. We good, dog. Let me see, let's make sure they ain't planning a year. Okay. Okay, hold up. You know? Here we go. 1 second, man. 1 second. Toledo, he was a man amongst boys. Shit, real shit. If Sonny Styles falls out of top 10, might consider trade up. He's special. Real talk. Real talk. A lot of people like Sonny Styles as well. Holmes, like I say, a deep draft, a very deep draft at certain position spots for sure. You know? So all this about, oh, if they draft Sadiq at 18, they can't build a squad or they can't build a trenches or they'll miss out on some players. You hear me? You're always gonna miss out on some player eventually, huh? I mean, it's the damn NFL draft. Certain players you wanted will leave the scene. You know, teams will take a certain player you want, and you got to make a maneuver to get the other player you wanted. That's just how it works, man. Period. That's the name of the game of the NFL draft. That's why your scouting team and your head coach and your GM are supposed to put the work in. So if they lose a certain pick, they bounce right back to the other one and be good. Don't miss a beat, right? And be good. That's what it's about, you know? Here we go. So that's pretty much it for the Kenyon Sadiq segment. Now I'm gonna dive into the JJ McCarthy trade talks. Still these talks coming out, huh? you know? Still these talks coming out, huh? Crazy work, man. 1 second, man. We go. Get into it. The Minnesota Vikings may consider trading JJ McCarthy to Rams. No, this is something that has been spread around before, right? The Rams talk, McCarthy trades in general. So we gotta you gotta pay close attention to the draft this year because some shit could definitely go down. You know, definitely go down, bro. For real. Here we go. Since the Minnesota Vikings signed Kyler Murray, the question has been what they will do with starter JJ McCarthy. According to NFL reporter Ralph Vacciano of Fox Sports, the Vikings may trade McCarthy to the Los Angeles Rams. The Vikings sure look like they moved on from the former 10th overall pick, 2024, by signing Kyler Murray. Given Vikings coach Kevin O'Connell's success rate with QBs, maybe that's a red flag for the rest of the NFL. Vacciano of Fox Sports wrote, success rate with QBs, should we say veteran QBs, experienced QBs, and all that? Not all QBs, you know? Let's be real here, dog. For real. Here we go. But McCarthy is still young and has only 10 games of experience. He could benefit from learning under McVay on the loaded offensive team. And not only do the Rams need to start thinking about who their quarterback will be after 38-year-old Matthew Stafford is done. They also have to be prepared if he breaks down this season. Right now, their backup is Stetson Bennett. Stetson Bennett out of Georgia. You know, here we go. Shout out Georgia and all that. Roll Tide though. Yeah, bitch. Yeah, McCarthy would at least be an upgrade over that, and that's important for an expected Super Bowl contender. Hmm. This should be Stafford's last year in the NFL, and it would be smart if they started grooming his successor now. Even though Jimmy Garoppolo is his backup, there are still questions out there about whether he will even return to the Rams this season. McCarthy and Sean McVay's offense may help him thrive. Hmm. Broski Bear, this is football. This is gladiator sports, son. There's negativity, there's positivity, there's blood and sweat. Big facts. Big facts, bro. Gotta keep playing ball though, you hear me? Heavy, bro. No cap. Here we go. Yo, McVay worked with KFC. He knows his dog shit and that the problem isn't nine. Real talk, dog. We know what's up. Let's get him. We in the building. Let's get him. Definitely though, bro. Yeah, man, you give McVay a McCarthy, shit. Watch what he would do with McCarthy and his crazy on power and talent. Shit, bro. What? But once again, they love to paint McCarthy as the scapegoat. Nine isn't the problem. Exactly. Give him first off, give him time to learn the game. Do that first. Secondly, tell KLC to tell KLC to do his damn job for real. You know? No, It's me not like that though, you hear me? No cap though, you hear me? Okay. If Rams won, JJ, you know how little McVay thinks about our QB whisper KFC. Here we go. Uh, Not only that, but it's a loud alarm to the Vikings. Real shit, real shit. It should be an alarm. No cap, no cap. Here we go. Cost nothing to keep JJM in the building. His trade value is what? A five or four? Yeah, real talk, McConkey. You hear me, dog? Real talk. See, it's already mad disrespectful that trades are being talked about anyway. That's the first thing right there. It's crazy that they can even speak on trades, and it may be a real possibility that he is traded for real. That's crazy work in itself, straight up. Understand? That's crazy work in itself, bro. For real. Here we go. So that's pretty much it for the McCarthy talk right there with the whole Rams situation. Gonna move right along, bro. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Now we got to speak about free agency a little bit. Some potential players in the mix. The Vikings could be in contention for Kenny Moore, I believe, cornerback out of off the Indianapolis Colts. Hear me? Yeah, let me know if you know about Kenny Moore. How you feel about Kenny Moore? Are the Vikings one of two teams potentially in the mix for Kenny Moore? So I guess it was a mutual agreement between him and the Colts that he could seek a trade. Kenny Moore. Let's see more about Moore. Here we go. Nor say, by the way, congrats to JJ and Katya married yesterday, I guess. Hey, shout out McCarthy, man. Shout out McCarthy, man. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations, Holmes Heavy. SKOL VIKES. No doubt. No doubt, man. Hope he stays focused though, for real. You understand? He still got to put that work in. McConkey say, love Kenny Moore. Love Kenny Moore. All right, bet. All right, bet. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Here we go. Let's see more about Kenny Moore. Here we go. Last week, one of the league's most consistent slot corners asked for a trade. Now the Vikings are being linked as a potential fit for Indianapolis Kenny Moore, the second. I like that a lot. You make the James Pierre move, boom. You make the Kenny Moore move, boom. Damn, bro. And if you can retain JG, damn. Wow. Good ass water, man, for real. It was revealed by ESPN's Adam Schefter late last week that Moore and the Colts have mutually agreed to seek a trade. Moore has appeared in 132 games for the Colts over 8 seasons, having originally signed with the Patriots as an undrafted free agent in 2017. He was part of New England's final roster cuts out of training camp and was subsequently picked up off waivers by the Colts. Hmm. In his 9 seasons with Indianapolis, Moore recorded 21 interceptions. Damn. Returning 4 for touchdowns. The soon to be 31-year-old has tallied 649 combined tackles, including 39 for a loss, 11.5 sacks, 6 forced fumbles, and 2 fumble recoveries in his career. He earned his lone Pro Bowl nod in 2021. We go. Hold on. In his mailbag on Monday, SI's Albert Breer noted that the Vikings are among two teams he considers as a potential fit for Moore, with the other being the Dallas Cowboys. Shit, bro, this could be a really good signing. Hey, improving your secondary off the rip. You know, let's see what Brzezinski can do. The Vikings are another potential fit with more versatility meshing, at least on paper, with how DC Brian Flores builds his defense, wrote Breer. Those teams being in the NFC should also make them likely suitors, assuming Indy would rather not help out a conference rival. Wow, here we go. Last week, Vikings on SI's Will Raggets looked at whether making a move for Moore would make sense for Minnesota in light of the trade request. Raggets noted that while it's probably a long shot to actually happen, Moore would provide even more experience for the Vikings cornerback room, noting Moore's easy fit into the team's slot corner position with Byron Murphy and Isaiah Rodgers penciled in as the outside